passive player or too aggressive player, you're going to have to take notes, okay? Because you're either one of the two usually. You either push too much, like when you shouldn't be, um, and don't get me wrong, right? You should flank sometimes just to get like test the waters and see how they if they do watch flank, if they do have gaps on the way they play their rounds, and you can expose them. For example, if you don't already do this, right? Like let's say you're mid on like connector side and then they say, "Hey guys, it's A." But you're still like choosing to hold door and they say it's a lot A. I would say we're trolling generally, right? And general rule of thumb, I would say just act like they're five manning everything until they punish you for the lurk. Okay. I think this is a good kind of like starting habit to get into because it simplifies a lot. It just reduces a lot of variables for you. Okay. So if you aren't the type of player to insta rotate when they say, "Hey guys, a lot A," or even if you just look at your map, right, and you see a bunch of util being thrown on A or B, just rotate to that side. Okay. I would recommend that because that allows you to get into fights more. Um, and you won't like the round becomes less ambiguous, right? Because the longer you wait and just hold this door, the more time you give them time to scale out, right? They can scale art, they can scale more of B, but again, it all depends on how much we're holding, right, on our side. But in general, the game becomes way harder as you just wait and do nothing. So this is why you'll see Radiant players that are always active or they're taking space aggressively a lot of times. Right? So hopefully that helps. All right. Hopefully that helps. I'm confused. How do you pull up the tracker strategy map? Tracker or valoplant.gg. Copy? Thank you. Yes. Hopefully that helps, Lich. All right. Yeah, I see you. I see you. I see you with copy. Gotcha. Gotcha. If you have any other questions, feel free to stop by and I can try to help answer. All right. All right. Effexy, thank you for being patient and thank you for offering your spot to another chatter. And then the last person will be Erica. All right. Erica will be the last person. And then we'll just play some casual Swifties and stuff like that if you guys want to join. All right. What's the best way to take neutral space? I don't know what you mean by neutral space. Um, do you mean by space that neither attacker or defender has taken? Because if that's what you're saying in general, right? For example, let's say we're on A and let's say the enemies are on B. Let's say there's one on B, but you also have a teammate, or let's say you have one teammate that's on